Hi, this is Islamic Dad here. If you enjoy this channel, please subscribe. It does help me out a lot. Today I'm going to do a video on what I will refer to as the post discard phase. Typically when people talk about the relationship with the narcissist, they'll define specific phases or stages, such as love bombing, devalue, discard, to kind of, hit some of the big ones. But one that I think is worth mentioning and defining, and I really wish people would acknowledge and kind of, carry the torch and continue to educate people about, is the post-discard phase. So if you read articles, watch videos on YouTube or whatever, and you hear about the discard, you get the impression that things just end at that point. And if you talk to a narcissist or someone who's survived a relationship with a narcissist, or anyone who's probably watching this channel, that is just not the case at all. And so what you will deal with after the physical discard, whether that's what some people call the reverse discard, where the narcissist continues to do, have such horrible behavior or, instigate things to the point that you end the relationship formally, or the narcissist, ends the relationship with you. Either way, at that point, a couple of things are going to happen. The narcissist is going to continue the smear campaign. Notice I said continue and not start. I would bet the house that any narcissist has already started the smear campaign at least as long, or at least as early as the emotional discard, if not before. And once this, once the breakup happens, that will then go into overdrive. And one of the, main goals in waking up in the morning for the narcissist at that point is to smear your reputation with friends, with family, with coworkers, with people you have never met and probably never will. And in my opinion, the narcissists are very, very odd with their smear campaign, and that they don't really care about it being effective, to any particular person. They just want, if it was up to them, everyone on the planet would immediately believe their lies about you. So that is going to go into full overdrive. That is most likely going to involve the flying monkeys, the cheerleaders, the supporters, the allies, etc. of the narcissist. Mutual friends that maybe have tried to play neutral, up until that point or at that point. They'll be contacted by the narcissist to be part of this smear campaign. So that's a big part of what's going to happen in this post-discard phase, is the smear campaign. The other part is what I would generally call games, where you would have a situation where, a typical example would be the narcissist blocking you on all social media, etc., and then turning around and telling everyone that they are the victim and that you are the villain. And of course, they're doing this, one, behind your back, and two, in a fashion where, because they've blocked you, you are not necessarily aware of it going on, and two, you can't object to it either way. So that, and to be clear, that's just one flavor of the game. as I call it. The other is that the narcissist will block you, except in one fashion, or one platform or something like that. And it may come across as they're being sloppy, but the truth is they're being very, very specific, because what they will want to do is they will want to block you from communicating with them for the most part, and they will block you from seeing the vast majority of what they're doing, online or wherever. But they will want you to have a peek, just a small window into their life where they can curate very specific things for you to see. So, one that people talk about is a photo of them smiling with their new supply, their new partner, and this is like a day after you guys broke up. Or it'll be, them living their best life, on the beach with, their 30 friends, or climbing a mountain, or, basically anything to try to give the impression that their life is awesome. It's just incredible. They might quote accidentally just leave a little bit of an opening on their social media, and then they will hope that you find that. See, that's the thing. It's not an accident. They are counting on you to be obsessed with them and come back and look for that, so that they can be confident that you saw how awesome their life is, as far as they're portraying it. So that's one flavor of the game, or one part of the game. Another part of the game would be almost like a mixture of that, where the narcissist on their social media, say they've just blocked you on everything. And on your side, you're like, thank you. You saved me the hassle, because I was just about to block you on everything. I don't want my ex-narcissist, my ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, the narcissist, to see my life or have access to me. Thank you so much for blocking me. You saved me that work. Not so fast. The narcissists are notorious for having 2, 3, 4, maybe even more accounts on every social media platform. So when they say they block you on Instagram, or block you on Facebook, or whatever, and you're like, oh, that's great, they're just going to hop on to one of their other 3 accounts and then stalk your social media to see what's going on with you. And they're hoping that you're going to be like posting like, oh, I miss my narcissist so much. What happened? I can't believe this. That's what they're hoping to see. And when you like post something that is like, I'm living my best life, here I am on the beach playing volleyball with my 35 closest friends, that's going to make the narcissist angry and upset. And if you don't have anything updating on your social media, oddly enough, I think that is the worst for the narcissist, because they can't put you in a box, so to speak, because they don't know what you're doing. So this is going on post discard. I mean, again, I know depending on the narcissist, you might also have hoovering, which would be a situation where, say, the narcissist blocks you, you block the narcissist, you don't hear them for a month, and then they reach out to you through who knows what, and maybe they just show up at your house, and they say, oh yeah, I think I left my book over here. I think it was Kafka's The Castle. I think I left that here, and that I love that book so much. That's my favorite book. So can I come in and get that book, or something like that. And basically, one, they're doing it to snoop because they want to, like, see what's going on with you, see what's going on with the waters. And two, they want to see how you respond to them and see if you're still on the hook or not. Not to be vulgar, but they get off on it. If they can come to someone that they broke up with a month ago and that person shows any type of emotion to them, it's crack. It's crack cocaine for them. They love that. The other is, the flip side of that, if they can see that you're disturbed and distraught and upset by them being back in your life, that's crack cocaine for them too. That's the thing. They're like these weird energy or emotional vampires. They don't care if you miss them. They don't care if you're distraught and upset by their presence. They just want that emotional feedback. They don't care if it's good or bad. To them, supply. So that's another thing that can happen during this like post discard phase. Outside of that, just more games. Like I've said in the channel, like a game that I've seen with both of my narcissists is what I call the double bind. And so the double bind is basically what's also commonly called like a catch-22. So for my ex-wife, what she there's a situation that arose with alimony, and she had reached out to me and said, okay, I would like to get alimony for this period of time. Can you send it via Venmo? And I said, yeah, that's great. And so she sent over a request. And narcissist being narcissist, of course, she sent it for the wrong amount, either on purpose or to play games. Narcissists are narcissists. So I canceled it, and I wrote her back and I said, that's not the right amount. It's this amount. Can you, send me, a request for this amount, or if you want, I can just, send it, directly for that amount. And she blocked me on Venmo, and then started this weird thing where it was the old, do not contact me via text anymore. If you need to get a hold of me, you can do so via UPS. I wish I was making this up. I swear. She had this weird thing. It was like a UPS post box address or something like that. It was really weird. And it's just like, no, I'm not playing your crazy narcissistic games. But again, and this is like 4 to 5 years after the divorce, and they're still playing the games. And so that's the other thing. Please understand, like when you end the relation, and I mean end in quotes, end the relationship with a narcissist, it's not over. It is not over. The post-discard phase lasts weeks, months, years. I've heard of people saying even decades, where 10 years later, the narcissist will show up on their doorstep and just strike up a conversation as if nothing had happened in the past 10 years. So yeah. So again, I just wanted to make this video because I feel like the post-discard phase is just as important and impactful on people as the other phases are. And it's an important part that people should be educated on. So hopefully this video has been helpful. Thanks.